Howdy, I am back and I am going to tell you about how to make money selling lipstick because I actually signed up not believing you were going to really make much money, and I had signed up for, sorry, I'm kind of adjusting here. I had signed up for like several different multi-level marketing things just for the products because I wanted the wholesale discount. So I've got accounts with like Plexus, It Works, Advocare. I've kind of done all of it. So at least all the health related stuff. And I really never believed that you were actually going to make money at it, but I have actually made a lot of money selling lipstick. So I want to tell you about the amazing things about our business and how it is so simple to make money. So the first thing is it's $55 to sign up annually. So it's like a Costco membership. You pay once a year. And there are no monthly minimums. There is no order minimums. There's no monthly quotas. And the only thing you have to do to stay active is spend $200. That's before your discount every 6 months. That's really easy to do. I can do that on lipstick alone. Easy breezy, much less all of the remaining cosmetics and skincare. So I can easily do that for personal use. So if you're considering signing up for a personal use discount, I do recommend it, especially once you get into it and realize, like, my skin is amazing, my cosmetics are amazing, they stay all day, my lipstick doesn't come off, my eyeshadow stays where I put it. So if you like the products, sign up for the discount. If you are wanting to earn some money, though, you have the same access and the same distributorship. Everybody signs up for the same thing. Everybody is completely on the same level playing field. And what I liked about that is I get the same discount that somebody who's been doing this for 6 months or a year or 2 years gets, no matter how many people are in my downlines. Because there are other businesses that I'm familiar with, even cosmetics businesses, where you cannot get more than 30% off of your order, and you only get 30% off of your order if you have a team. Like, what? Come on. So I like that all of our discount structure is the same, that we don't have monthly minimums, we don't have auto shipments, we don't have quotas. We just need to spend $200 retail before your discount in a 6-month period to stay active. And then there's a $55 annual like membership fee, just like Costco. So once you sign up, you get to start buying products. And the way that our business works is there's no, pyramid scheme or whatever. You're just like a store. You pay wholesale cost for a product, and then you sell it at retail, and you keep the difference. We don't have commission structures where you make more on your products based on your sales. We don't have any of that. We don't send you a check every month for your product sales. You buy a lip color, for instance, for $12.50 at certain discount tiers, and I'll tell you more about that in a second, and then you sell it for $25, and you put $12.50 cash in your pocket. And that's how you run your business. So you can do this if you have a small retail location. You can do this if you have a boutique with less than 3 locations. You have the ability to do this, just simple retail profits. No big deal. And the discount structure is just like most wholesalers, where the more you buy, the better discount you get. I know that you've all purchased something retail from a store and thought, man, I wonder how much they paid for this. Well, they paid wholesale for it. And if you have a wholesaler that buys 10 of an item, they're not going to get as good of pricing as somebody who buys 100 of an item. That's just how wholesaling works. So when you are purchasing wholesale, y'all get to see my awesome handwriting, yay. So when you're purchasing wholesale from the company, it's based on your order volume. And your order volume is cumulative for the month, and it resets on the first of every month. So if I place orders throughout the month and I get up to like this tier, then every order I place after that is going to be 40% until I hit this tier, no matter how big it is. So you always get 20% off. It does not matter if you order $1 worth or up to $200 worth. You always get 20% off. There's no order minimum. You can buy one lip color at 20% off with your discount. So the next tier is once you've hit $200 in product that's retail cost, you get 30% off. So you get $60 off a $200 order. And once you've hit that, you can place an order for $5 and you still get 30% off because your discount tier is cumulative and it stays all month. So then once you get to $600 retail, you get 40% off. So you're actually going to pay, I think, $360. You get $240 off a $600 order. this is where I'm like minimally like get to this level because you are getting way, way, way more product than you are at this level. So $600 worth of product for $360. That's a good deal. 40% is a really respectable profit margin. 30% is a respectable profit margin. But if you really want to aim big, $1,500 gets you 50% off. And I know that sounds like an astronomical number if you are just starting out, but I have actually done this amount every single month since I've signed up. And when I first started my business, I was basing it like I would just sell product, and then every single order I would add product for myself. So if I sold $200 worth of product, I would take my profits and add that amount of product to my order. So I was not pocketing any profits the first few months from my product sales. I just kept buying more product for myself and then turning around and selling it. And then when I sold that product, sometimes I would keep the cash. Like if I sold stock, I would keep cash. Like I had one month where I did a lot of product sales and I had like $700 that I had gotten out of all these product sales. And I did take that and use it for vacation because I was going on vacation and I wanted it. So it's my business. I can do what I want. So anyways, I really recommend that you try to reinvest in stock with your profits when you get started until you get a nice, good, healthy stock going, and you'll know kind of what that is for you as you get into it. But use your customers' money to build your stock, or you can go ahead and place a stock order. Now, I'm going to set this down for a second. If you are starting right now and there are not a ton of colors in stock because the company is expanding so much that the supply is not keeping up with demand, I would actually just go ahead and place an order and get it to that $600, that 40% off. And then you say like, I've got these 5 colors and I'm going to sell these 5 colors. And then I'm going to use my profits to turn around and replace those 5 colors and then like buy 5 more. So I would really recommend if you're just starting out in the business to go ahead and place an order to get you started and not wait until you've tried to like make sales. Like your customers will buy what you show them. So buy what's in stock and then show them those colors. Because if you send them out to like Pinterest or show them 70 colors, we don't have so many colors available to buy right now. So people are starting every single day. You buy what's in stock, you offer them to your customers, they buy those, and then you take your profits and buy what's in stock at that point in time. And because the stock is changing, now you're going to have 5 different colors to share with them. So I really recommend doing that if you can, just going ahead and placing an order when you start. Now, the next way that we earn money and the way that you're going to earn the big money is commissions and sales bonuses. So the way that you, obviously the retail profits are great. I think you can reasonably do a couple $1,000s worth of sales each month. It's going to take some work and some effort and you're going to work that client base. But if you are purchasing $2,000 worth of product, you can be receiving up to 50% off on that. That's $1,000 profit. So I really recommend that you get your sales going. But if you really want big money, it's going to be very difficult to sell $40,000 in profit or in product a month to get $20,000 in profit. So if you have some really big goals, you're going to want to start sponsoring people, and that provides you long-term and it provides you residual income. So I actually receive commissions and bonuses 5 lines deep, and I have almost 1,000 women in my organization. I have 32 on my first line, and then they've sponsored people to the second line, and then they've sponsored people to the third and the fourth and the fifth and so on. And I get paid on all those folks. It's incredible. And this is how I get paid on them and how I make a significant amount of money. And anytime I'm in, like, talking about my success, my disclaimer here is that your story may not be mine. Your path may not be mine. Everybody's looks different. It's not a guarantee of income or anything like that. This is just how it's worked for me. But this is contractually how you get paid if you sponsor people. So the first section here is your commission. And your commission is based on the first 100 PV of someone's sales volume each month. So if I have somebody on my first line and they sell $200 retail, that's 100 PV. So you get paid commission on the first 100 PV. So it's 10, 20, 30, 5, and 5%. But because it's on the first 100 PV, the maximum you're going to get is $10, $20, $30, $5, and $5. And to get that, you also need to be placing 100 PV that month, 200 retail. So that's commission. And I'll tell you what, once your organization gets big, these $5 look small, but when they're being done 100 times, that's a really nice chunk of change. Now, where the big money comes in is group sales bonuses. And group sales bonuses are for anything that's over 100 PV. So for your first line, anything they have over 100 PV is also 10%. So for your first line, they're special. You always get paid on your first line as long as you place 100 PV or $200 retail. And you always get paid on them 10%. And it doesn't matter how many people you have. If you have 1 or you have 100, as long as you're placing your minimum order, you're going to make 10% on your first line. Now, the lines below that to achieve the bonuses are a little special. So I'm about to talk about, like how many people you have on each line, and that is qualified. And a qualified distributor is somebody who has ordered at least 600 retail or 300 PV in a month. So like I said, it doesn't matter how many people you have on your first line, but to unlock the bonus on your second line, you need 5 qualified on your second line and 5 qualified on your first. To unlock the bonus on your third line, you need to have 5 on that line, 5 on the ones above it. So to unlock the bonuses here, the great big fat paychecks and the big money, you need to have 5 on that line plus every line above it to hit those bonuses. And you need to be placing 300 PV as well. So 300 PV is really the magic number to be a qualified distributor, to ensure that you're being paid the maximum amount that you can receive, and that you're really unlocking all of your commissions and bonuses. And like I said, so if you've only got people on your first line, you only need to worry about 100 PV. But if you've got people past your first line and you've got this bonus stuff available, you need to be placing 300 PV. And the other amazing thing about this opportunity is there's no blocking, there's no limit to how wide you can grow. And what blocking is if, say I had people 5 lines deep and I had somebody in between me and my 5th line who wasn't ordering, lots of companies will block you from any commissions underneath that. Mine doesn't. Mine actually will compress up. So I get paid like they were a line higher. Those people basically kind of get deleted out of my commission calculation, and those people bump up. So the founder of this company has done everything possible to make this compensation plan incredibly fair, incredibly generous. There's not tricks, there's not loopholes, and it adds up very quickly. And you get to a point once you've done your job personally sponsoring, and where you're leading people and you're getting them motivated that they sponsor as well, and then it just starts hitting this momentum. I mean, there are like dozens of people added to my organization every day, and it is incredible, and I'm getting paid this commission structure on it. So I hope that was helpful for you, and let me know if you're in my organization, especially if you're on my first line, if you've got questions on this, and I'll help you figure it out. All right, I'll be back in a little bit with my next video.